Jets fans, your Messiah is here. I'm embarrassed for you, but it's not your fault. Your team is terrible. Our team is terrible. And you've got a bunch of content providers on YouTube. Jake Asman, clueless. Buffalo Jets fan, clueless. We got a GM who's clueless. Boy Green is clueless. You've been brainwashed. Who do they work for? I hear things like, in Joe D we trust. Joe D we don't trust. I had to basically clean out the bank account to hire the best producer in the business. Benny's with us. It's not cheap. But I need to save you. I need to decode you. And that's what this is all going to be about. I think I heard Buffalo Jet fan once say, "Oh, I wish we kept Joe Douglas another 10 years. Another fucking 10 years? Guy's been here for 4 years, Benny. 4 years. He's compiled a record of 20 and fucking 46. That's 30%. The Detroit Tigers in 2003, I believe, had the 11th worst record in history. They won 26.5% of their games. Joe Douglas has been here for 4 fucking years. 20 and 46. And last place every year. But I listen to the Jets content providers, and even the level-headed Matt O'Leary thinks they're going 14 and 3 this season. Do you folks enjoy last place? Do you enjoy owning the record for missing the playoffs in all major sports? Jets fans, I'm masked for your protection, for my protection. The content providers, I don't know who they work for. They're brainwashing you into thinking the team is good. You think Tyreek Hill on the Dolphins is scared? You think Josh Allen is scared? You think Bill Belichick is scared? We can't beat him. He can bring a Pop Warner team in, Benny. A Pop Warner team. But we're so excited about the Jets because, Benny, they finished the season so fucking well, didn't they?
Yep.
But you know what I hear from Jets fans? And Joe D, we got Rookie of the Year. Defensive and offensive. How'd that help you? Is sports about getting the Rookie of the Year?
No.
First of all, Garrett Wilson should not have won Rookie of the Year. Kenneth Walker should have. And he would have in any other year. They changed the voting around. Kenneth Walker had more first place votes. Period. Sauce Gardner, best player in the draft. But just because he's the best player, is he the best player for the team? What does he do for the team? You telling me that Aiden Richardson wouldn't have been better to have? I mean, would you trade Sauce Gardner for Aiden Richardson? Jets fans say, no. But then we got Robert Salah. Robert Salah's clueless. But if you ask Robert Salah the least important position on the defensive field, it's your cornerback. You know why it's your cornerback? Because you pressure the quarterback. You don't give the quarterback time to throw. I love you, Jake Asman. Every week. Well, we got the number 1 defense. And the next week, we're top 3. Oh, now we're top 5. The Jets' defense is bend but don't break, people. We lose the time of possession. I think you probably will run that stat at some point. Time of possession, we don't win that. The Jets are soft down the middle of the field. When they get in the red zone, then they clamp down. They give up field goals. They can't get off the field. And our savior is Aaron Rodgers. Guy spends 4 days in a dark room going in wanting to retire. Guy lives in Green Bay his whole life. He's like the kid who had no high school life, and now he's hanging out with guys that he could have fathered, hanging out at Ranger games and Jets games. Oh, I'm sorry, Ranger games and Yankee games with guys half his age because he's living his life now. But try when the Jets lose 2 or 3 in a row, Benny, and he tells the Jets fans, We're going to be fine. Calm down. The Jets went into Green Bay and kicked the shit out of him last year. All of a sudden, he's going to come here now? And Jet fans are like, well, we got Aaron Rodgers. Well, Joe Douglas tried to basically bend over Derek Carr and basically make love to him. Derek Carr said, no way. And then Green Bay fleeced us when no one else wanted Aaron Rodgers. But no, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback I've seen. So this is not an Aaron Rodgers rant. This is a decoding you rant, Jet fans. You talk about Rookie of the Year? You know, Benny, I know you're a younger guy. In 2013, Sheldon Richardson won Rookie of the Year. You know what their record was? It was shit. Let me put on my glasses, and I'll tell you what their record was. In 2013, Jets were 8-8. But we got Rookie of the Year! So things are going to get better. 2014, 4-12. Good job getting Rookie of the Year, huh? You know what happened in 2015, Benny?
What?
2015, Sheldon Richardson got suspended because he's... You know what they did without him? They were 3-1. They went 10-6. They shit the bed in Buffalo. They would have made the playoffs. Stop, Jets fans. You've been brainwashed. Stop it, Asman. Stop it, Buffalo. Stop it, Boy Green. Stop it, Green Bean. Stop it, Richie. Rookie of the Year is fucking meaningless. How about having a home winning record? How about beating Bill Belichick once before the man dies? Jet fans, they make like, you know, the defense. We can't get a turnover. Can't turn the ball over. We can't get to the quarterback. Quarterbacks are not worried about playing our team. You know why? Because Robert Saleh's got to be the smartest guy in the room. We got 2 shutdown corners. Yet he only will rush 4 with the least blitzing team in the fucking NFL. We can't get off the field. C.J. Mosley, he's slow. He was great. He tackles everything that comes to him. He can't run anybody down. They're playing the Lions are still trying to catch the fucking tight end, the third string tight end, when they lost the game at home. A home game with everything on the line. I'm trying to calm down. Jets fans, our team is not good. Things aren't looking up. Our quarterback is 40 years old. But we're going to get into why Joe Douglas sucks. And why, I don't know why a fan base is so happy. And a guy that's 20-46 and has been in last place every season. The guy was brought here to fix an offensive line to get a quarterback. He had 2 objectives. He failed on them both. He may have made the worst pick in all time. And in future episodes, we're going to go after that. We're going to play talent evaluator. We're going to look back at Zach Wilson, who played for the powerhouse BYU. BYU is not a football school. It's a Mormon school. They're an independent team. They in COVID year, they picked their own schedule. The guy played against basically high school teams. It's ridiculous, Jets fans, but fear not. Fear not. Your savior is here. Your life is looking up because the realistic Jet fan, that's me, and the best producer in the business, that's Benny, we're going to slowly decode you. We're going to slowly heal you. We're going to go through Jets last season. We're going to show you that it wasn't that good, even when they were winning. We're going to show you that we're outcoached every game we play in our division. You think we are coached better against Miami, New England, Buffalo? And all of a sudden, Breece Hall, the fan base loves Breece Hall. I love Breece Hall. Breece Hall has 80 career carries, folks. His name is not Breece fucking Walter Payton. It's not Breece Barry Sanders. He's got 100-yard games. He's not Canton yet. Why, Jet fans, do you overrate your team? Stop it! Garrett Wilson should have probably been picked 4th. I didn't love the Sauce Gardner pick, Benny, because quarterback is not a critical position. I want to get to the fucking quarterback. I want to make the quarterback miserable. I want the quarterback to shit the bed the night before he plays the Jets. They don't. Because the quarterback knows they're only rushing 4. And he'll just dump the ball to the tight end, to the running back, because we can't cover down the middle. Sauce Gardner, yeah, he's got one player on an island. That's fine. We won't go near him. It's about winning games. Only thing that Herman Edwards ever said that made any sense. Whoever fucking said it. And Joe Douglas, by the way, for all of you, again, you've been brainwashed, so I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the content providers. I'm yelling at, I don't know, somebody here. Understand this. He was hired by Adam Gase. Adam Gase, basically the coach, hired the GM. They both were peers. They both reported to ownership. Adam Gase is a moron. So if he hired a friend of his, you are what your friends are, is a moron. I'm not saying, Benny, I'm not saying Joe Douglas is not a good father. I'm not saying he's not a good friend. I'm not saying he's a good guy. But let's face it, if you're 20-46, you've won 30% of your games, and you finish in last place every season, you've been a GM, you're not good at your job. Can we agree on that, fans? Oh, we can't agree on that. Because he happened to pick the Rookie of the Year. Because the sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while. If you're going to make 60 picks, some of them are going to work out. Let me tell you guys one thing in closing here, Jets fans. Long after Robert Saleh, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Douglas, long after they're gone, we're stuck here. When they were working for other franchises, doing other things, we were here. So Robert Saleh's cashing checks, checking receipts, whatever the fuck he's doing. You know what he is doing, Benny?
What?
I think Robert Saleh thinks that if he saves his timeouts, he can use them next year. I mean, folks, you can play Madden NFL on your Xbox, on your PlayStation, and understand how to call timeouts better. If you've got shutdown quarters on your team on Madden NFL, what are you going to do? You know your guys are covered. You got that. Get the quarterback. I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview. The Jets won some games last year. Woo! If Nick Chubb knows how to take a fucking knee, you lose. We beat the Steelers, we beat the Packers when everyone was beating them. We beat Miami without Tua. We beat the Bears without Fields. Our wins weren't great. And then everyone will say, we didn't have a quarterback. Well, whose fucking fault is that? That's the GM's fault. And Robert Saleh keeps shoving Zach Wilson down our throats. Every week. Oh, he's the future. He's like, guys, the guy's not that good at being a quarterback in the NFL. People who went to BYU and fans of BYU knew that. And then Jet fans will say to me, well, other teams would have picked him. It's like, it goes back to your parents saying, well, if everyone jumps off the George Washington Bridge, are you? Well, luckily I'm here. I'm here to save you. Betty's here to save you. We're going to go over the Jets season. We're going to go over the draft picks through the years. Because Buffalo can't do it. Someone asked Buffalo Jet fan, you love Robert Saleh so much. I'm sorry, you love Joe Douglas so much. Go through his draft picks. He did one session on it, and then that's it. He saw that, oh God, Joe Douglas shit the bed. And then I hear Jet fans, Benny, saying, well, you know, we're gonna get good guys in our locker room. It's like they are in the fucking locker room. I don't want good guys in the locker room. I don't care who's in the locker room. I want a playoff game. Is that so much to ask?
It's not. It really isn't.
One playoff game?
No.
Or maybe beat Belichick once.
That would be good too.
I mean, baby steps would be fine. But the problem is the fan base, our fan base, have been brainwashed. There's something in the water. I don't know. Maybe they look like they look at Joe Douglas as Santa. He's a big fat jolly guy. Robert Salah's a good-looking guy in shape. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. I don't know what it is. But it did not penetrate me. And I'm here to help you. And I'm going to get you to reality. You're going to become a realistic fan. You're going to understand, thanks to me, your new savior, you're going to understand the Joe Douglas era. You're going to understand the Robert Salah. You're going to understand why Joe Flacco. You're going to understand why we should have been dealing with Justin Fields right now, throwing to Garrett Wilson, who he threw to in Ohio State. The best defense, Benny, the best defense is the defense that's on the field because your offense is dominating the game. But we can't ever bring in a offensive coach. And that leads me to the last point here. It's ownership. I understand that, folks. Our ownership sucks. Why are the Steelers good every year? You know, it goes owner, GM, quarterback. And Joe D, we don't trust, folks. I hope I won one or two of you over. Hit the... What buttons do they hit to support us here, Benny?
They hit the like button,
Yeah.
the subscribe button,
Yeah.
Comment,
Yeah.
tell us how wrong we are to prove you that you're wrong.
Prove me wrong.
Try. I dare you.
Yeah. I dare you to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Buffalo! That guy seems like a nice guy. But
I've never met him.
you never met him? He seems like a nice guy. But he's in Buffalo. You know what's in Buffalo? The Bills. They're good every year. It's cold. I don't know what's wrong with him. He actually said on his show, I wish they signed him for another decade, Joe Douglas. What are you smoking? Is it legal up there? Jake Asman, you're a professional. You gotta know better. You're hired by ESPN. I mean, you've been in Texas too long. Your brain is fried. Matt O'Leary, I hope are the voice of reason. But you have them winning 14 games. You know who they play next year, Benny?
I don't. We'll look at that.
They play the Chiefs. You think Patrick Mahomes is going, ooh, we're playing against the Defensive Rookie of the Year. They play against the Eagles. I don't get it. They couldn't beat Seattle in Seattle. They couldn't beat Miami in Miami. They couldn't beat a home game against Detroit.
They could, yeah, the Lions.
The
You
Lions.
gotta beat the Lions.
With everything on the line, with everybody watching, you're the only game in town. All right, I'm rambling, but I'm here for you. Support us, and we'll support you. We'll get you coming around. You'll be a realistic Jet fan, and the only content you need is right here, baby.